What's going on, everybody? So the other day when I was making the video about the little Yami 40 horse, I was thinking, out of all the tools that you accumulate over the years, what tool would be your favorite? Which is a great question. And since we have a couple of different projects going on right now that aren't finished to make a full video from yet, I figured it seemed like the perfect time to put together a compilation of some interesting clips that I've gathered over the years and tell you, as a professional mechanic, what tool of mine is my favorite. Now for this first clip, I'm out here on a boat that's on a lift that doesn't have any trim to the engine. So I gotta hang off the back over the top of the engine to work on it. But while I'm doing that, we've got Alberto Lopez over here just cruising along the side of the seawall.
Nice clean starts for both men. Now expect to see Alberto pick up speed here as he's a much faster time, but
he's gotta watch out because this little guy right here is in training mode. He's getting all worked up and making sure he's got his muscles ready for 2024. He's going to go over there and give Alberto a little run for his money. Now this one here though, this is just an interesting clip because this is a prop hub and it's just split in half. Why it's split in half or how it got split in half, I'm not sure, because this is what it's supposed to look like here, and then this is what this one looks like. I mean, it's just mangled in half. I don't know why it would do that because there's nothing wrong with the prop. It didn't hit anything, so maybe this just had a defect from the factory. I'm not sure. It's pretty interesting though, so let me know what you think in the comment section below, how you think this happened. Now if you see something like this going on your boat though, this is not a good thing. When you can shake the engine and the entire transom moves in and out like that, that's how you know that it's rotten. Look at the other engine moving. Yep, this transom is about to rip off the back of this boat. When you can move one engine and the other engine starts sinking in, that's when you know it's a problem. And this one here is just of a quality boat that I'm sure is safe, where the console is just wiggling the entire time you're driving it. I'm sure this is safe though. It seems like we've got a lot of animal videos as well, because here we've got a bird that just flew down on the boat and wanted to go for a little boat ride. He left a little present there when he walked forward though, and then he started to get a little twitchety while we're driving down the canal here. But then he just continued to hang out for the rest of the trip all the way down to the other end of the canal. Now we've also gotten pretty far along with my friend's 20-foot Seacraft project boat as well. The floor's all been ground out, re-glassed, and then it's in the process of getting the gel coat applied to it right now. So we'll have an entire video on this boat in the next couple of weeks once we get it done and get it put in the water. It's still got a couple of things left to do to button it up though. Like right now, the spot up here in the front on the keel is almost finished, which is the part that will keep the boat out of the water. Then there's still a couple of spots in the back that need to be finished being glassed, faired out, and gel coated. He ended up going with a nice gray color, but I tell you, color matching is probably one of the hardest things to do. You got to give it to the professional fiberglass people that can color match for repairs and make it look good. That is a huge skill. But finishing this boat means that all this stuff here on my bench will get to go away, which will be a great day if you ask me. There's also that motion boat that we made a video about a few weeks ago, and that boat is in the process right now of getting the engines installed into it. So once the owner gets the boat done, we'll be checking that out. Now, if you've ever bent an anchor, then you're probably actually pretty happy that you got the anchor back. And if you want to fix the anchor, all you really need is a big vise to put the anchor in order to bend the shaft of the anchor back to the way it should be. And this is a clip of a swarm of bees that have moved into a boat.
Oh no.
There was a hive nearby, and when the beekeeper came to take the hive away, they ended up moving over here, and they're swarming, I guess is what it's called, where they're trying to protect the queen or something like that. I'm not a beekeeper, so I'm not 100%, but you can let me know in the comments section below of how wrong I
You
am.
gotta be careful because freaking Sean will be out here with a contact.
So when it comes to tools and what I would choose to be my favorite tool out of everything that I own, it's pretty hard to think of which one that would be. Most people would say something like a 10 mil or maybe their impact. You got screwdrivers and wrenches and sockets and everything else that you could think of, which they all serve their own purpose and they're all useful, and you definitely want to be using the right tool for the right job. But when it comes to what tool is going to be your favorite out of everything that you own, this could be a difficult question because you end up with so many tools and you absolutely most definitely need every single one of them, especially cameras. You always need to have a camera. But for my favorite tool, my absolute favorite tool, it's easily going to be my Leatherman, because I use it for almost everything. I've always got it on me, and you can use it for virtually anything and everything. So yep, my favorite tool is definitely going to be the Leatherman. And since you've made it all the way to the end of this video, you're this week's grand prize winner, and you get this reward to enjoy watching this poor little abused puppy dog struggle through a hard time in his life when he got one of his treats stuck in a plastic container. Let's see if he successfully gets it out.